The golden sun bathed the kingdom of Iwaro as Princess Adesua reflected on her childhood, with Gbenga, her dearest friend. But that same day, her world was shaken by a royal decree. Her hand had been promised to Prince Jabari of the distant kingdom of Izal. This marriage would secure political alliances, but the thought of leaving Gbenga behind, her closest companion, was heartbreaking. Gbenga, upon hearing the news, felt a surge of emotions, shock, betrayal, and a deep sense of loss. Though he had always cherished Adesua, he never thought their time to be together could be stolen away by duty. Now, the path ahead seemed uncertain. He had to decide, would he challenge a royal decree or watch her slip away into another man's arms? The palace became a flurry of preparations for the royal betrothal, but Adesua moved through it like a ghost. Her mind drifted to Gbenga and the life she had always known. Could she truly give it all up for a stranger, a prince she had never even met? Her heart longed for something she thought she could never have. One night, unable to suppress his feelings any longer, Gbenga sneaked into the palace gardens to meet Adesua. Beneath the moonlight, he confessed his love, his voice thick with emotion. Adesua, torn between her duty to her kingdom and her love for Gbenga, revealed that her heart too belonged to him. But her royal duty shackled her to a path she did not choose. Gbenga, determined to fight for their love, proposed a bold plan. They could run away, leave behind the burdens of royalty, and start anew. Adesua, her heart pounding at the thought, hesitated. To defy the king and the arranged marriage would bring chaos and war to their lands. Yet, the pull of her love for Gbenga was undeniable. Days passed, and as the wedding drew nearer, Gbenga sought advice from the village elder, who spoke of an ancient tradition, the right of ancestral honor. If Gbenga could complete the trials, he could challenge the marriage and win Adesua's hand. Though the ritual had not been invoked for generations, Gbenga's resolve was solidified. He would face whatever dangers awaited. When Adesua learned of Gbenga's decision, fear and hope battled within her. She went to her father, King Adewale, pleading for another way, but the king stood firm. The marriage to Prince Jabari was crucial for the kingdom's survival. Adesua's heart sank, knowing Gbenga's trials would be fraught with peril. Gbenga began the first trial, a test of endurance in the deep forests. He raced through the trees, pursued by the spirits of ancient warriors. His body ached, but he pushed forward, driven by thoughts of Adesua. As he escaped the spirit's grasp, he knew the worst was yet to come. The second trial tested Gbenga's spirit. In a dark cave, he faced the voice of doubt, a force that preyed on his deepest fears. The spirit whispered of his unworthiness, but Gbenga's love for Adesua gave him strength. He resisted the temptation to give up, emerging victorious, though the emotional toll was heavy. The third trial was a brutal test of strength. Gbenga had to scale a steep mountain to retrieve a sacred stone. The climb was treacherous, the wind biting at his skin, but he reached the summit, grasping the stone and proving his physical resilience. But his body, battered and weary, was nearing its limit. Prince Jabari, hearing of Gbenga's progress, seethed with rage. To him, a commoner challenging his claim was an insult. He devised a scheme with his warrior, Okoye, to sabotage Gbenga's final trial. Jabari was determined to stop Gbenga at any cost. Gbenga's fourth trial took place in a sacred grove, where he faced illusions designed to test his heart. He was offered wealth, power, and beauty, but he saw only Adesua. His unwavering love allowed him to pass, even as Okoye attempted to poison his mind with a drugged mist. Gbenga's spirit proved unbreakable. The final trial, the trial of sacrifice, required Gbenga to journey to the Mountain of Sorrows. There, the mountain demanded he give his life as proof of his love for Adesua. Gbenga stood at the precipice, ready to make the ultimate sacrifice. Just as he was about to step forward, the mountain accepted his love without the need for his death. Exhausted but victorious, Gbenga returned to Iworo. But Prince Jabari, furious at Gbenga's triumph, planned an ambush. As Gbenga made his way back to the palace, Jabari's soldiers attacked. Gbenga, though weary from the trials, fought with all his might, defending himself with the skills he had honed. Adesua, learning of Jabari's treachery, rushed to warn Gbenga. She arrived just in time to witness him face the prince's men in a fierce battle. Though Gbenga was outnumbered, his love for Adesua gave him strength. He fought valiantly, defeating Jabari's soldiers one by one. The final confrontation between Gbenga and Prince Jabari was inevitable. They clashed in a deadly duel, their weapons ringing out in the night. Gbenga, fueled by love, fought with everything he had, while Jabari, driven by pride and rage, sought to destroy him. In a final fateful moment, Gbenga struck Jabari down, ending the battle. With Jabari defeated, the kingdom was freed from the threat of war. King Adewale, bound by the ancient laws, acknowledged Gbenga's right to marry Adesua. Though once a mere commoner, Gbenga had proven his worth through courage, love, and sacrifice. The kingdom celebrated the union of Gbenga and Adesua, their love story becoming a legend told for generations. They ruled together, bringing peace and prosperity to Iworo. Their love, tested by trials and battle, became a symbol of hope and unity for their people. In time, Gbenga and Adesua were blessed with a son, Adebayo, who grew into a wise and just leader. Under Gbenga and Adesua's guidance, Iworo flourished, and their love continued to inspire future generations. As the years passed, Gbenga and Adesua reflected on their journey, one marked by trials, sacrifice, and unwavering love. Their legacy endured, not just in the kingdom they built, but in the bond that held them together through it all.